To do this job, you're going to need you transmission filter kit right here, which comes with a filter. You got a gasket on it. Need you some fluid. Different vehicles take different fluids. Sometimes use a Detron, Mercuron. There's levels 3, 4, 5. There's maybe 6. I don't know. Ratchet extension, whatever size sock you might need. You gotta use some gloves, safety glasses, plenty of paper towels, because this is going to be a messy job. Since there's typically no drain plug on a transmission pan, so you have to take the pan off with the fluid in it, and then try to get into your whatever container you've got to catch all the fluid. Alright, I already got my drain pan down here. I think that's a 9 quart, and typically they're around 5 quarts transmission fluid. That's what they typically hold for a medium-sized, small-sized car, truck, SUV. So, of course, you just got to look in the owner's manual and try not to overfill it, because bad things can happen when you overfill transmission fluid. Alright, so typically sometimes these transmission pans, they do not want to come all the way down because of that. There's a bracket right there, the transmission crossover bracket, and it will catch to the back of the pan. So what I do is I sit there and I'll use a good sized jack. Got this jack stands on both sides to raise up enough to actually have enough clearance to get the pan all the way down and get the pan off. And if you got a rear-wheel drive vehicle, which is a lot of these struts, small struts, typically your pan is right there at the cross member. Can't really see the light here. That's right in front of your drive shaft, to know that. Alright, so once you get the pan off, all you gotta do is grab these pans, the bottom of the filter, and just kind of wiggle it off. Because you gotta wiggle them in. That's how they come in and out. So a little bit of turning will help too. This is why I'm fighting a little bit. And here we go. Out with the old and with the new. I just gotta give it a jiggle wiggle. Take some of this fluid right here. We're going to wet up the nozzle right here. Then we're going to put this in there. That got it in there now. Alright, so one of the cool things is about these gaskets for transmission pans is the bolt holes are actually small enough that you can sit the bolts through there and they actually will stay. And now the fun part is getting the pan up on there and getting those bolts started and get. Alright, we're all nice and bolted up, cleaned up here. Now, I'm going to say this, if you got you some transmission fluid on your exhaust pipe, cross over or comes back here, definitely want to clean that off, because transmission fluid burns and exhaust pipes get hot. So what I just did was I just Dawn power wash. I just sprayed down my pipe right here. I'm gonna wipe it down with a paper towel. Then I'm probably gonna spray it off, and that'll be it. And clean up the concrete now. Then we'll go up top. Alright, we're all nice and bolted up, cleaned up here. Now, I'm gonna say this, if you got you some transmission fluid on your exhaust pipe, cross over or comes back here, definitely want to clean that off because transmission fluid burns and exhaust pipes get hot. So what I just did was I just some Dawn power wash. I just sprayed down my pipe right here. I'm gonna wipe it down with a paper towel. Then I'm probably gonna spray it off, and that'll be it. And clean up the concrete now. Then we'll go up top. All right. So your transmission pipe, is what I want to call it, dipstick and all that. That's typically somewhere back here towards the very back, right here at the back wall. That's had to be where this one was at, right here. And sometimes I got a little locking mechanism right here. You just kind of unsnap it, like some of these air compressors, and then you just pull it out and we can put our fluid in here. Okay. Also, of course, let's not forget a foam. Some of these foams are made like this. They're kind of skinny like this, and they're typically good for these skinnier transmission pipes. So you can put in fluid. And it's time for the all precious transmission fluid. This particular vehicle takes 5 quarts. So not really going to film putting all 5 quarts in here, but you get the idea. Let's see. How can I get this? Alright, let's try to make sure we don't drop any transmission fluid anywhere, because the exhaust is typically somewhere on the side. And you definitely don't want to get transmission fluid on your exhaust, because it will catch fire. Now we've done this, we can go ahead and put our dipstick back in here. Okay, and one thing to know about checking your transmission fluid is you need to have it up to the operating temperature, which 180, 195, some of the newer vehicles it's like 205, and that's when you check your transmission fluid. And actually, let me pull this dipstick right back out and I'll show you the ooh, all wet now. So get ourselves, get this thing straight here. See where it's going to see, it'll focus for me. So we got our two little dots right there. Bottom dot, which will be out here at my hand, that is typically you're like a quart low. Top butt dot, you are full, right at full. So that's typically what transmission dipsticks have, is those two little spots. You can see the fluid in there. Of course, you gotta pull it out, wipe it down, stick it back in there, pull it back out. That way you can get you a nice clean, I won't say clean swipe, a clean fill check on these, make sure it's right level. So yes, up the temperature, and then wipe it down to like a oil dipstick too.